13823, The Pyramid Game, Programme 43, Part 1.
Very kind of you. Thank you very much indeed, and welcome. Yes, indeed, it is points and pounds time again as four brave folk prepare to demonstrate their powers of description to the nation. Now, of course, two of those are celebrity pyramid partners, the first of whom gave us a lot of laughs the last time she was on the show. Welcome back, Jeni Barnett.
Hello.
How wonderful to see you, my darling.
Thank you.
Now, I know this is a very big month for you, isn't it? Because in about a fortnight's time, there's... what's happening?
Yes, I'm going to be 40, and you promised not to say anything.
Well, you look about 25, 26... Wouldn't you say 25, 26, something like that, really?
Silence.
Silence, yes. Not golden, I'm afraid. It begins, of course. What plans do you have for the second half of your natural born?
I want to get the same dress designer as Julian.
Julian being our second celebrity, and we'll meet him again in just a moment. Jeni, good to have you back on the show.
Thank you.
Let's meet a chap who's returning for the final time. He's Roger Harding. How are you, Roger?
Fine, thanks.
Already, his total is £325, which is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good going.
Did you think you were ever going to get that far?
No, I didn't. I didn't know I'd actually won that much.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure what the rules are, because you're a tax man, aren't you? Do you have to pay tax on your winnings?
No.
And your ambition is to go to Rio de Janeiro,
Yeah,
right?
I'd love to.
Why is that?
Just like the look of Copacabana Beach, etc.
Yes,
It's very nice.
All those bronze bodies out there,
Yeah.
eh? Smashing. Welcome back, Roger and Jeni. Also coming back to have another crack at our funny phrases, will you please put your hands together for Julian Clary. You left her outside the last time, Julian.
Yes, but I brought her in this time.
Is she going to play the game?
Well, no, she'd be happier in the dressing room, so as soon as we've said hello, she'll go off again.
Oh, well, keep her there for a moment, eh? And, you said something peculiar about white pillowcases the last time you were on, when it was supposed to be a wig that you were guessing.
There's these pills the doctor gives me.
It's good to see you here. That Fanny's looking great as well. Little nose there, all nice and wet.
Yes.
And the dog's is looking all right too. But let's now welcome a contestant to play with Julie here. It's Alison Reeve. And where do you come from, Alison?
Truro in Cornwall.
Truro in Cornwall. Well, tell us a bit more of the Reeves tale. What do you do for a living?
I'm a bank clerk.
Bank clerk, right. Hoping to be a manageress one day, no doubt?
Possibly.
Possibly. And what about your personal ambition?
Well, one thing I would like to do is pilot a helicopter.
Would you really? Have you ever flown in one?
Yes, I flew in a Wessex once.
Don't get in one with Mike Smith, would you?
Which you know all about, that's right. Alison, it's lovely to see you. Welcome again. Alison and Julian here. Yep, Fanny's gone now and left nothing behind, I'm very glad to say. So what we're going to do right now, of course, is face some of those phrases. Let's see the first game up here. We've got This Is Your Leaf, Slinging in the Rain, Empire State, Four to the Bar, All Change, and The Wild Side. Jeni.
Slinging in the rain.
All right, OK. We have here for you words associated with mud. You know how you sling mud, all right? We have slippery as the example, and your 30 seconds start now.
It's another word for turf.
Earth.
Grass. No, it rhymes with oil.
Clodge. Soil.
Yes. A bear is this colour.
Brown.
Yes. Apple.
Orange.
You eat it. It's you put it in the oven and you cook it. It's a raspberry, blackcurrant.
Pass.
It rhymes. You play it with an oval ball.
Rugby.
Yes. You run on this, and it's a green thing. It's not a meadow. It's a
field.
Yes.
Oh, Joe, what do we think? Did you say field at the end there? The gong had gone, we have decided. So therefore, at the end of round one on today's pyramid game, we have 3 points over here. Julian, there are 5 left. A vast choice up there for you.
4 to the bar, please.
Right, OK. And we have things associated with the word beat. And your example is rhythm.
Right.
So you got rhythm as the example, but you've got 7 more. 30 seconds start now.
Hens lay them.
Eggs.
You take it.
Pulse.
You eat it. It's part of a chicken.
A leg.
Yes, another word for that.
Drumstick.
Yes. To go backwards.
Reverse. Rewind.
An army goes backwards. They've had enough.
Retreat.
Yes. Another word for pop music. Something and something.
Rock and roll.
Yes. This.
Heart.
Yes. Your enemy.
Foe.
No.
Rival.
Yeah, lots of good words being tried there, and that's one of the secrets in this game, of course, to try as many words as you possibly can. Opponent is what we were after there, Alison, just to let you into the secret. But nevertheless, very good describing from Julian. That's taken you to 6 points. Roger, now you've come
this
from
is
behind
your
before,
leaf.
as we know. Sorry, what are you going to say?
Sorry. This is your leaf.
This is your leaf, right. I was just mentioning that, of course, in case people didn't forgotten from yesterday, that you have come from behind and won, so maybe you're going to do it again. We'll see. Things associated with the word leaves, your example being a tree. OK, 7 more of those. 30 seconds we put on the clock. It starts ticking down now.
Spring, summer,
Order seasons.
winter. Spring, summer, winter, the other one.
Fall. Autumn.
Yep. Coffee and
Tea.
arm of a tree.
Branch.
You smoke it in a cigarette.
Tobacco.
You read one.
Paper.
No, a novel.
Book.
The Way Out.
Exit.
The grass is this colour.
Green.
Well, what can I tell you? 10 points to that team over there. Very good scoring indeed. Just a little encouragement to the chap, you see. Say you can come from behind, and the issue's a challenge to you over there, Alison, right? So see if you can match that. They got all 7. You got Empire State, All Change, and the Wild Side left. One of those is the lucky 7, of course. Which will you go for?
The wild side.
The Wild Side. That is not it. Still to be revealed. We have in this category things most people don't walk on. Things most people don't walk on. Your example is, while you're thinking about this, your example is a banana skin for very obvious reasons they don't walk on that, OK? 30 seconds, the time starts now.
It's a string between 2 mountains.
Tightrope.
Yes. You walk on them with wood. Long
Plank.
wooden things that you put on the end of your legs.
Stilts.
Yeah. It's on the beach, stuff on the beach, but you fall through it because it's very gungy. You get it in jungles and on safari.
Quicksand?
Yes. Opposite to sun.
Moon.
It's frosty and you can fall through it when you're skating.
Ice.
Yeah, it's very narrow.
Thin ice.
Good. I know, you did very well there, did very well, yes. And we were coming to hot coals, weren't we? Just checking on my categories down here. But you've gone into the lead just by the 1 point, because Alison and Julian now have 11. Very close indeed. One of the 2 remaining categories, of course, is the lucky 7. Are we in for a tie-break? All of these things possible. As we ask Roger, you're going to describe, yeah?
Yeah.
OK, which would you like?
Empire State, please.
Empire State. It's not the lucky 7. OK, here we are. Now, in the Empire State category, we have words associated with ancient Rome. All right? Thinking carefully about that, and deeply, too. Your example is Colosseum. All right? 7 more in this category. 30 seconds, and the time starts now.
Old language.
Greek.
No, the other one.
Roman.
Sounds like satin.
Latin.
Romans made them very straight. The first, like the A40, the M4.
Roads.
Yeah. Julius.
Caesar.
You have a 1-horse.
Chariot.
William the
Conqueror.
Shorter. It's okay. The one who fiddled while it burned.
Nero. Now, what did you say?
Oh, yes, you're quite right. It was Nero who fiddled while Rome burned. Unfortunately, the gong are gone already on that. Nevertheless, you have gone into the lead. It could be a tie-break. We'll find out in a moment, because Roger and Jeni have now got 15 points. Right, let's hear those merry chimes, shall we? That, of course, means that we are revealing the lucky 7 category here.
This means she gets a clock.
Well, something of that nature. A special pyramid prize, Julian, as you well know, being an aficionado of this show. There is a special prize, but One proviso, you've got to guess all 7 correctly, Julian, because Alison, I can see, is going to describe. And in all change, we have things associated with change, your example being impersonator. They're not necessarily all like that, right? So you have to think laterally sometimes. 30 seconds on the clock, and it starts now.
You are one.
Nice person.
Opposite to actress.
Actor.
Yeah. You walk along the catwalk. The person that walks along the catwalk.
A model.
Go down, yeah. Flies in the air.
Superman. Train.
The weather. It's a mild,
Day.
generally, mild.
Climate.
It's here, your brain.
Brain.
Another word for brain. Sounds like find.
Mind.
Yes, climate was the one that did it for you, wasn't it? And by just 1 point, by 16 to 15, Alison and Julian are the winners. It was your final time. You come to the end of your run, Rog, but you've got £325, as I say, plus the Pyramid Trophy now, of course, and thanks for being a grand contestant. It's been marvellous to meet you. Stick where you are, Missy, because we're going to play again in part 2. But right now, Alison and Julian will play for pounds. OK, now, I think you were just, what, 1 category short the last time you were here, weren't you, doing this?
Yes, I've passed on 1.
That's right, just on the 1. Anyway, let's see what we can do this time, Alison. It's your first time to play, of course. You will have another opportunity to qualify by playing for points in a moment or two. But right now, what we're going to do is put 60 seconds on the clock for you. Tell you, in fact, not to use your hands, advise you to, but I'll make it strong and I'll tell you, because if you do, he'll bong you over there, and we don't want that. 60 seconds on the clock, it starts now.
Square, hexagon, triangle.
Shapes.
Yeah, they're altered from they're not like one another, they're...
Different shapes.
Cat, dog, budgie.
Types of animal.
In the home.
Types of pets.
In the home.
Domestic pets.
Items we use, like a roulette wheel, you do it with cards, you do it with dice.
Things to gamble with.
Items we... over. Another word for over.
Another word for over.
A table. A roulette table,
You...
Pass.
Sorry.
Reasons to call a cab. Reasons to call a cab. Pass. Your starters here, sir. Dialogue.
Things a waiter might say.
Yes. Items with
Yes, things we gamble on rather than things we gamble with, because you would gamble on roulette, you would gamble on a horse race, but of course you would gamble with money or with chips, which is why we had to be pretty sticky about the actual preposition which was used there, OK? Nevertheless, a good start to you, Alison, and it may, of course, grow in part 2. You've got yourself £100. We'll meet another contestant in just a moment.
Game, Programme 43, Part 2.
Thank you very much indeed, and And welcome back. Now, Alison Reeve has for herself £100. She won that, of course, by matching minds with Julian and Clary in part 1 of today's edition of the Pyramid Game. Now, Alison partners Jeni Barnett. Therefore, we welcome another gentleman with Julian, and he's Scott Woolfridge. Welcome to you, Scott.
Thank you.
Where are you from, sir?
I'm from Stockport in Cheshire.
Stockport in Cheshire, right. And you, for a living, you do what?
I'm a trainee manager with a health insurance company.
Health insurance company.
That's right.
Yes. How much do you think young Julian here should insure his fine physique for?
Quite a significant amount, I would think.
Vast amounts of pounds.
Yeah.
Is it very expensive on medical insurance?
It is. It's rising all the time because the costs of treatment are going up very quickly these days.
Right.
But we try and keep costs down as much as we can.
It cost you an arm and a leg, eh?
That's right.
Right. What about your hobbies, pray?
I like photography, Indian and Chinese cookery, and amateur dramatics.
Amateur dramatics, yeah. What I see down here, you want to play Richard III, eh?
That's right, yeah.
Give us a quick a horse, my kingdom for a horse.
Oh, I don't think so, not tonight.
Really? Because I actually once played the important part of Richard III, and Laurence Olivier played the rest of him. However, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Scott Woolfridge. Well, you saw my eyes turn towards the board up here because that's what's all important as we have a look at some more classic categories. We've got Bobble Robson, Vet, Dan the Atch, At Your Leisure, Deals on Wheels, and Let's Get Plastered. It's a little early in the day for that, but nevertheless, we're going to ask Julian to choose the first of our categories.
Well, Dan the Atch is intriguing me.
It is indeed, and, oh, well, look. It's even more intriguing now. It's just dawned on you,
Can we
hasn't
get the clock now?
Something or other, if, of course... Now, you tell me what you've got to do.
We've got to get them all right.
You have indeed.
And we didn't before.
No, you didn't. No, but this time maybe you will. We have words ending in atch, like A-T-C-H.
Ah.
OK? Your example is catch. Right. Ready to go?
You said that very well.
Thank you. We have 30 seconds. The time starts now.
A football.
Match.
Something on your clothes to cover up a hole.
Patch.
Yeah. Your handbag, I'm taking it away.
Snatch.
On a roof.
Thatch.
Oh dear.
Scratch.
Yes. This.
Watch.
This. Yes. A load of chickens.
Batch.
Yes, absolutely. Now, yes, well, you have. That's marvellous. You want to know if you've won a clock, don't you?
Yes.
Well, no, you haven't won anything, but I can tell you that Scott, in fact, has got himself this rather lovely Pyramid Personal Stereo. Look at that. Nice, isn't it, huh? Excellent. The old Pyramid Personal Stereo. And in addition to that, of course, excellent news, you've got yourself 7 points. OK.
I don't think it's fair. Wristwatch.
It says ending, nothing to do with the rhyming. Did I say anything about phonics? No, I did not.
It's obviously Stockport accent, yes.
Right, behave yourself and choose one of these. Right.
I think we'll go for vet.
Why not? We have words associated with a veterinary surgeon.
Right.
Your example being zoo, OK? 30 seconds, the time starts now.
Sits in a cage, goes tweet, 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 tweet.
Bird, budgie.
Yes. A dog, a cat.
Pet.
Yes. You pay this to your vet because he's made you better.
Money. Bill.
It rhymes with E.
Fee.
Yes. This is it.
Cable.
Yes. Woof, 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 woof.
Dog.
Yes.
Injection.
Yes. The cat is running around.
Stray.
Yes.
Yep, that's it. Absolutely. Very good indeed. You got woof, woof, woof. Fanny's just run across the studio twice, and you've got yourself 7 points. Very well done. I do think she thought it was the mating season for a moment. However, let's look up here and see what Scott's going to pick.
Deals on wheels, I think.
All right, we have words associated with an open-air market. Your example is barra, or barrow, OK? 30 seconds for you, chaps, and the time starts now.
Person who sells things.
Stall holder.
No, pass. You just said the word then. The holder of a...
Stall.
Yes. Not expensive.
Cheap.
Yes. What you pay a landlord.
Rent.
Yes. What you play football on.
Pitch.
Yes. Square things made of cardboard. You get shoes in them.
Boxes.
Yes. Barter. How much is
Bargain.
this? No. Sounds like Fraggle.
Haggle.
Yes.
Yes, we'll allow you to get away with that once. Fraggle Rock, one of your favourite shows, Julian, I know. Anyway, absolutely. And therefore the lads have got themselves 13 points. Alison, 3 left up there.
Fancy let's get plastered.
I'm sure you do. As I say, it's a wee bit early. Anyway, we have things to do with the ceiling. All right? Your example being tiles. And we have 30 seconds, which start now.
Fly.
Ornate lampshade.
Chandelier.
Paint. Special type of paint.
Whitewash.
Usually white.
Emulsion.
Yeah. Spiders make them.
Webs.
Longer.
Spider's webs.
It's type. It's the word for
Webbing.
it. Sounds like Bob.
Bob? Web.
Pass.
Yeah.
The thing in the middle.
Light bulb.
Long thing that stretches across in cottages.
Beam.
A beam, a wooden beam, that was very good. And it just slipped your mind for a moment there, Jenny. Cobweb, of course you'd know about that.
gosh.
I've heard about your house. Nevertheless, the girls have got themselves 11 points. Quick piece of mental arithmetic tells me that you are just 2 points behind, so we stay with you. Who's going to describe now?
I'll describe, and we're going to go at your leisure.
All right, fine, absolutely. Your instructions are taken on board. Things people can make in their spare time. Your example being a rug. 30 seconds on our clock. The time starts now.
You put it strawberry...
Jam.
Yes. Onions.
Pickled.
Yes. You sit on this and you sew it and it's soft.
Cushion.
Yes. My mummy makes lovely with candles on.
Cakes.
Yes. You deal with it every day over the
Money.
till. Yes. You make little patches. You sew it and
Tapestry,
it's
patchwork. Quilts.
Yes. Manure in the garden.
Dig. Soil.
You put your oranges and apples and things rubbish on it.
Compost is what it was, absolutely. But you've got yourself at the end. Very good scoring. Sit up straight again because it's great. It's good news. 17 points to the girls now. So that's the news from the distaff side. But over here, we've got Scott and Julian who are going to have a go at Bobble Robson. And it's things you might find on a hat. Your example being a tassel. All right? 30 seconds on the clock. It starts now.
Around the edge, big ones.
Brim.
Yes. Rock group. Also aid, plaster. Brass.
Band-aid.
Yes. Lapel, have them on there. Like a brooch, but not.
Badge.
Yes. Comes over a bride's
Veil.
face. Red ones. Have stones in them. Make pies.
Cherries.
Yes. In a bottle of wine. What stops a bottle of wine?
Cork.
Yeah, that's good enough. I can tell you that Scott and Julian are the winners. You leapt up, you got your £100 and just pipped at the post, only by 2 points there, wasn't it, Alison? Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yes, it's been a fantastic day.
Great. No one has yet said no, I'm glad to say. And I know you mean it because everybody has a good time on the show. Well, you've got yourself the £100, plus, of course, your pyramid trophy. Everybody gets one of those. Jenny, thank you for being with us again.
It's my pleasure.
All right.
Cobweb.
And a very happy birthday when it comes up in
Thank
16 days' time, I know. And may you get lots of presents and lots of candles to blow. Well, you're going to get lots of candles to blow, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for being with us. It's been great to see you. Right now, Scott and Julian are going to play for pounds. Yes, we had a little natter, didn't we, earlier? Julian, you like doing the guessing, don't you?
I prefer to guess.
Prefer to be in that position, OK? You're happy to describe? Well, you have
I am.
been, yeah. Good.
Corduroy trousers on.
What's wrong with that? Maybe a country lad. 60 seconds we put on the clock for you this time, all right? 60 seconds, and the time starts now.
Items on which we make marks with pens.
Things you write on.
Yes. 3 is 1. 1, 3, 5, 7.
Different numbers.
No, they're not even.
Different odd numbers.
Yes. The reason not to eat, to get thin. To get thinner.
Go on a diet.
The reason.
Because you're fat.
No, another word for reason. Short, very short word, 3 letters. Pass. Types of eop lad, and Welsh people have got them, and Geordies have got
Different
them.
accents.
Types, another word for types. Pass. Kinds of footwear.
Different types of shoes.
Yes. Dialogue with a person who's not your father but is a very close relative to you. Not your
Things-
Who's married to your father? Dialogue
Things
with
you
them.
say to your mother.
No, other way round. What's this?
Your mother would say to you.
Yep. Things your mother might say to you, in fact.
Well, she'll have a lot to say after this.
I'm sure you will. And why we died. Yes, it just slipped through. Sometimes those phrases just disappear from the mind, don't they? Never to return.
I know.
But you've got yourself one. You're the king of
It's
the
a very
£100.
poor show, really.
Oh, no, not at all. It's a great show, and you did very well. A king of the £100, because that's what you got with Alison earlier, and £100 for you now, Scott. Tomorrow on the show, our celebrities are Cleo Rockers and Kenny Everett on behalf of Julian, and of course, Jeni Barnett over there, the birthday girl of this month. We say thanks for tuning our way. See you at the same time tomorrow. Bye-bye.